The dream of owning a luxury badge was made easy in 2018 when BMW Motorrad introduced the 310 series in India. The intent, however, was not backed by sales, majorly because of two reasons. Firstly, better specced rivals were there in the market, and secondly, not so affordable pricing. Come 2020, the BS6 Avatar is here and it has received a huge price cut along with a clutch of new features. Is the new BMW G310 GS appealing? We are here to find out. I'm Anirban, you're watching Times of India Auto. Give the video a like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Since it's not an all-new bike, let's begin with what has changed. G310 GS gets 3 new rally-inspired color schemes which look splendid and unique. Sitting on the top of the GS beak is the new all-LED headlamp cluster with an improved throw and reach at night. Dimensionally, GS is unchanged, but the weight has gone up by 5 kg and the bike now tips at 175 kg. We will come to the handling bit in a while. Surprisingly, the motorcycle looks bigger in flesh than before. The firm seat ensures upright and comfortable posture for long rides. The wide handlebars, slightly rear set foot pegs and comparatively narrow tank profile creates a perfect sitting triangle for the rider. But to get on the top of the motorcycle is still a bit of an issue. Thanks to 835mm of seat height, the G310 GS may initially look intimidating to get going. Individuals with a smaller frame would find taking the G310 GS out of parking a task cut out. On the flip side, that's how most ADVs are like. Barring Himalayan, other ADVs like KTM and Xpulse have a really high off the ground seating.
Now the instrument cluster remains the same, and that disappoints me a little because BMW had a chance to upgrade this much like what TVS did to the Apache. This is not a color TFT, still it's the old one but packs a lot of information. So it's time to ride the motorcycle. It still gets that 313cc reverse inclined single cylinder engine, 34 bhp and 28 Newton meters of torque mated to a 6-speed gearbox. Let's find out how the game has changed while riding this motorcycle.
In terms of mechanicals, GS rides on the same set of tires, steel trellis frame, USD front forks and rear monoshock. Dual channel ABS is standard, however, the feature of disengaging the rear ABS, which was present in the last iteration, has been given a miss. The bite from brakes are superb and assuring. On the move, there is a noticeable difference in the way the engine performs. The new ride-by-wire throttle has infused liveliness to the engine and it feels more tractable than before. The gear and brake levers are also adjustable now. What's a bit disappointing though is that BMW has not offered hazard lights and turn-by-turn navigation with the G310 GS. These two features are becoming increasingly common across segments and models. Twist the throttle, the G310 GS is enjoyable to ride between 3000 and 6000 RPM. There is quite a bit of performance beyond 6000 RPM, but vibrations also creep in through the handlebars, tank, foot pegs and every other point of contact. The G310 GS is more an adventure tourer than an outright ADV. It can take some amount of beating before bottoming out. The long suspension travel and generous ground clearance ensure you don't get stuck where other regular bikes would break down. The 41mm front USDs and rear adjustable monoshocks are mechanically the same as the replaced unit. The ride quality feels plushier than before over the bad roads. BMW Motorrad may have done some tweaks to the damping. The 10-litre fuel tank guarantees 300 km of range.
The 2020 edition of BMW G310 GS is very likable, and at the end of the day you also get a BMW badge on top of your motorcycle. But I still believe the upgrades here should have been more in line with the TVS Apache RR310, with which it shares a lot of components. Riding modes and a TFT screen are major absentees out here. That said, at rupees 2,85,000 ex-showroom, I believe BMW is more customer-centric than ever before, and the baby beamers will appeal to greater audience now. That's all we have for you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with Times of India Auto for further news and updates.